Hey YouTube, what's going on? Today we're gonna be talking about a product I thought I would hope would be a little better. If you see right here, Monsters We Make by Coryxkenshin. If you don't know Coryxkenshin, I'm sorry you didn't have a childhood. God damn, my eyes I look so sleepy because I am sleepy. But if you don't know Coryxkenshin, he is a YouTuber who was around the time of like Markiplier and all them. Personally, my favorite YouTuber growing up, I love Coryxkenshin. He's been more laggy in recent years. If you're a fan, you know what I mean. But in recent times, he's been working on, well, he was in the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. That was a kind of a crazy collab. But in recent times, he's been working on his manga. He's a big anime fan. He loves like Japanese culture. I think he even speaks Japanese. But he has made his own manga called Monsters We Make, and I just finished it today. I unfortunately didn't get a signed copy, so it sucks. But honestly, I was expecting this to be a little better, and maybe it's because I don't read manga, I only watch anime. And maybe that's why, because this is the first edition of the manga. It has to be slower, it has to set up story. I just feel like there's gonna be a couple things. First, I'm gonna be talking about the story. It's like a sort of post-apocalyptic, but like they've rebuilt society after the event of like a world-ending apocalypse. I don't even know if it was world-ending. After the event of something called the Eternal Night, they have rebuilt society using the Sandra. I think it's Sandra? So Sanada. That's why I thought it was so weird in the book. So what the fuck is Sanada? It's Sandra. The Sanada Corporation has rebuilt society, and now Jabari, I actually forget his last name. In the book, Jabari is going to a new school. Essentially, if you've seen Jujutsu Kaisen, it's kind of like that with the students are there to learn how to become monsters that appear after the Eternal Night. I'm going to start with saying that the art itself, it looks quite good. Like it looks very, very it looks good. The artistically, it looks good, except for, I don't think that let me find a panel that really illustrates what I'm talking about. Hold up, it's gonna be edited out probably. Yeah, like stuff like this. Maybe it's against, I'm not good at reading manga or comic books because I never did, but this, like, it's kind of hard to tell what is going on in the fights. Like, it's kind of just like too many like things going on at once, and I really do think it's just my ability to not read manga could be dealing with it, but I think that the book could benefit from color in the book. I think that using color to differentiate, it's hard to tell what's going on in fights. The panels are very busy and all throughout the panels. But we see that I don't know, I feel like it's just a little too busy. It's a little too hard to focus on what's going on. Character design wise, Jabari right there, he looks really cool. I really love the design. Oops. It kind of reminds me of like Killjoy's design from Valorant, like the hoodie, the headphones, and I like his concept. He's like this music guy. He hears sound. I will say the story of the book takes a long time explaining the characters' like abilities. Each one of his like little friends in the book will have a different power, and they have suits that they put on to help augment their powers. But they take to like the very end to explain how the powers work. I don't know if that's standard for manga. Again, I don't read manga. But like it just sounds weird because the whole time it's like, okay, so this is how this works, or this is how this works, and they choose to explain the suits before they explain the powers. So like they'll be like, yeah, this suit. They're explaining Jabari's suit. He's like explaining like, oh man, this is how these designs on your suit will help you in the fight. And it's like, okay, I guess they all have sound powers, but I saw the one girl use plant powers. But no, the suits are all like specialized for them. I don't get how it doesn't really make sense. Like I think formatting the schematic to be specifically for him was confusing for us. I also don't particularly like Jabari's attitude through some of the book. I do like cocky characters, but like he just kind of shows up and starts beefing with one of the people on the squad. I don't remember her name. I think it was like Allie or something. But he shows up and just starts beefing for no reason, and like it's very unearned. We don't know a lot about him, and him just being, his whole thing is like, he can back it up, but he's too cocky for me. I don't like overly cocky characters that are too strong, but I like his design. I think his story's cool. The squad mates, I think I can find a picture of all of them. Their designs are cool, but the dialogue between them, this is supposed to be like very futuristic. They use a lot of modern day slang, like crash out and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure something similar, very similar to that, if not that. I don't like that. I think it's kind of cringe. They use a lot of like modern day dialogue, which I use a lot of modern day dialogue, but I live in modern day. Okay, they don't. They also use terms like numlock or numlook and ice down, which if you're gonna use slang in your own universe or terms in your own universe, you have to define what they are. But yeah, that's kind of my thoughts. If I had to give it a rating, I would give it a 6 or 7 out of 10. It's definitely not the worst thing I've ever read, but it just, parts of it was like, okay, I'm turning the pages, I'm gonna get through. But I love Coryxkenshin. If you're a fan, it's cool to support him. It's definitely not the worst YouTuber, I was gonna say YouTuber slop, but I don't even think it fits there. But there's been a lot of YouTube slop that's come out. This is not one of them. I wouldn't know if I would recommend it to somebody. Like, if I didn't know what this was, if I didn't know it was Coryxkenshin, I'd probably be like, it's a mediocre one. Not mediocre, I would, like, there was nothing too special about it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's very generic. But because it's Coryxkenshin, I'm excited to see how the story builds. And I get it's his first book, his first manga. He's still learning how to be an author. There's just work that needs to be done. But yeah, bye guys.